Welcome to the Geriatric Millennials. I'm Jayme.
And I'm Beth.
And we are two oldish, youngish ladies talking about what we're into.
Yes, I love these.
I do too. I was like, wait, didn't we just do one? And then you're like, yeah, we do it every month, Jayme. And I was like, oh.
But it's so good.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, we don't, maybe not every single month, but
pretty much.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's okay. Here's the thing. I love a recommendation. You love a recommendation. I love finding out about new things, especially from friends, because it's so much better when you hear about something that's actually like
that they use.
Tested and true.
Yes.
And it's like, influencers online, I get influenced all the time, but sometimes they're paid for. I don't know how authentic it is. So I'm just like, I just want like the realness. I can safely say we are not at all sponsored in any way.
No.
These are just our opinions.
So this is just very authentic. And I have a couple of like products, but again, it's what we're into. And I'm not into a ton of I use a ton of products, but you know what I mean? Like
it's everything.
New products.
Yeah. It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So what I'm into is spring cleaning.
Oh, a good purge.
Yeah. I have, it's like there's so many nooks and crannies. I feel like I keep up on it, but I don't when I really get in there, you know? And I really needed to do my kids' room. They needed to do it, but that's never going to happen unless I make it happen. And I usually do in the summertime, like when it's time to get ready for school, make sure everybody's got all their needs, you know, because everybody grows and whatever. And that didn't happen last summer particularly with my boys. And I wanted it to, and there was a lot of resistance on their part, and I just let it go.
Yeah.
And things have been piling up, like namely papers, school papers, like just random school type stuff. And there was also a lot of stuff in their room that was carried over from elementary school years, kind of a thing that was kind of just collecting dust, that I thought they're done with that.
Yeah.
And I want to get it out of their room. And so it was really funny because I was able to like really get in there and do some deep cleaning. And I did it when my oldest was out of town, which just so happened that that's when it happened. And he comes back and I said, what do you think? And he's like, it was good before. But I got rid of so much stuff that just needed to just go away. So that felt good. And I feel like I want to continue with that momentum and go through every room in my house and go through every drawer. But that isn't the reality of my time frame like I want it to be. I want that to be my job.
Oh my gosh.
I want my job to be
taking care of my own stuff.
Yes. I want it to be just, as much time as I want to spend just, organizing and purging and making things pretty and essentially just getting rid of crap is what I want my job to be. But then I don't want the other side of it. So all of it has just not really disappeared. It's just migrated to the garage. And so the idea is to possibly have a garage sale, which I don't know that I want to put in the effort for, or take it away to donate. I don't really know. So it's not completely out of my home. It's in the garage.
Do a tagless garage sale. I did that once. It was awesome.
Is that when nothing has a
Nothing
absolutely.
has a price.
That's the only way I would do a garage sale. I'd be like, make me an offer on every single thing.
Yeah.
I don't care what it because so it's still just doing some kind of signage and being present, like that part. But I did get rid of the trash.
Which is huge.
I got rid of the trash, like all the papers and all that stuff. I only put stuff in the garage that could continue with another life in another home.
Okay.
Is what I thought.
I love that. Well, I have quite a few products.
Okay. Okay, good.
So I am always on the lookout for good hair products. I have curly hair, but I've been wearing it straight. I did not realize this, but I had been using, oh my gosh, what is that blowout bar? Like the dry bar. Dry bar. They had like a pre-game. That is not what you do for your hair, but you know what I mean? It was like a pre-game for your hair. It was like the
before you style it, before you wash it.
Before you style it. So it's like the heat protectant /
So like right after you wash it.
After you wash it. So I used a different type of heat protectant when I dry my hair. And then when I like do my flat iron, like in each morning, I was using this dry bar. Like it was great. I loved it. It was a heat protectant. My hair was feeling healthy and good. I went to Ulta. I was running out of that one. They didn't carry that one. And so somebody recommended this other one. I'm not going to say which one. It was BB. And they said it was really good. And I didn't love it. And I thought it was all good. And then I'd gotten a sample one, like a little something in like a FabFitFun box or somewhere. I don't even know where it came from. So I started using that one. And one day I was like curling my hair and I was like, man, it's like, I'm like kind of dragging it to get through. I'm like, it must have buildup or something like that. And then it was just like smelling. I'm like, what is going on? And when I tell you, number one, what I was using was actually not a heat protectant.
Oh, whoops.
Whoops, number one. Whoops, number two is the flat iron I have is like a dial one, but it doesn't tell you how hot it is. And I always have my dial set in like the mid 300s. I don't know what happened. I guess when I was putting away, it got all the way cranked. So it was at like 450 degrees on my hair without a heat protectant. All the ends are dry. It was like so sad.
So was the print so fine on the sample that you just assumed it was a heat protectant? And
I read it and I thought it said heat protectant. And so I just kept moving because I think it said safe up to this much heat. You know, sometimes you just read it and I'm not going to go back and read it every time. I'm like, heat protectant. Yes, grab it, go. And it just was not cracking.
Yeah.
All that story to say is I'm actually recommending a totally different product, which is a hairspray. So it's a brand called Curlsmith, and it's called the Flawless Finish, and it's for curly hair, but I love it for my hair too. And it's like a buildable hairspray. So it's like flexible hold. It smells great, and it is buildable, and I love it.
That's awesome. I love a hairspray recommendation.
Yeah.
That sounds like a hairspray I want to use.
Yeah, and it lasts all day. Like I'm always surprised at how long it lasts, and it's not super crunchy. I mean, like day 3 or 4, if I haven't, you know, it can get a little bit much because I've layered and layered and layered it, but it's still like bendable and flexible. And I don't know, I just really like it. And
yeah.
I got it. It was the best recommendation from a different Ulta employee who now I go to for all of my needs.
Okay.
She's like this older lady they're not all
footing.
No. And the person that did recommend the heat protectant that I ended up hating, I should have looked at her hair because it was fried.
Did you
no hate. It
return
just was.
it?
No, I just finished using it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm stupid.
You're not stupid.
I was almost done with it. So then I was just like, oh, okay. It's fine.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I actually have a hair product too.
Ooh.
And I was at the Ulta,
Mm-hmm.
as you like to say.
Yes.
And I was going to be taking a trip, so I needed a travel size dry shampoo.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a dry shampoo that I like, but they don't have it in a travel size.
Okay.
So I was, and it's kind of hit or miss with dry shampoo. Like some of them, I've tried quite a few different ones and I just don't love most of them. And I got this one and I actually really liked it. And now I want to get a full size, but I'm already stocked up on the other dry shampoo that I like. So I'm just, waiting apparently, but it's called the Living Proof
Dry
I have
shampoo.
That one.
Yeah.
Perfect Hair Day.
Uh-huh.
I like it.
Yeah.
I liked how it made my hair feel and I felt like it worked really well. I didn't see a like white cast.
Mm-hmm.
I just really liked it. So I'm probably going to get a bigger size one day. But I now at least have a travel one that I know is good.
Just finding the thing that actually works for you and you like is huge.
It is.
Because now it's like I can go back to it. I have it. It's in my arsenal. I'm ready to go.
I would love to find the hairspray that in a travel size that I like.
Mm-hmm.
Or like does the one that you have come in a travel size?
I don't
know. The one that you're recommending?
The full size one is very full size. So I don't know. Yeah. They're so big.
Because that's the thing.
Yeah, it's huge.
Is they don't all make travel size. And I don't check a bag.
Same.
Done with that.
Absolutely. Okay. Another little beauty pick that I found, which is I didn't really find this, but I'm on my second bottle of it. And again, it came in a Fit Fat Fun mystery pack years ago. And it's called Scandinavia, I think is what it's called. And it's a setting spray for your makeup. And I think it had like a moment, maybe in like 2017-ish. I just remember it being like really popular on like social media for a minute. Like all the influencers were using it. But I really like the setting spray. Like I feel like when I get home from work, I still have remnants of blush on. And I feel like I'm getting less of like, it's hard to tell here, but sometimes I get the like dark under circle from like my eyeliner or whatever.
Yeah.
And I just get less of that with this. And
that's great.
It's great.
Have you ever tried the Charlotte Tilbury?
I have not. Is it good?
Okay. It is really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
Yeah. Okay.
And they didn't have it at Sephora for some reason because I got a sample. I had a small one.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing. And I went to try to get a bigger one. They were like, yeah, we don't have it. But I was able to buy it directly from the Charlotte Tilbury website. So I at least was able to get what I wanted, but
Yeah.
it's
good too. Okay,
Mhm.
nice.
It's good. Well, speaking of Ulta
Yeah.
and products,
Yes.
they just recently did like a 21 days,
Oh,
50%
yeah,
off
yeah.
every day. It was like a new
Yeah.
product kind
It's
of
like
a
their
thing,
March Madness stuff. Yeah.
which I thought was really kind of cool, except so
Mhm.
I would be checking it, but it also made me want to shop way more often.
Mhm.
I shouldn't say want to. I always want to shop,
Yeah.
but but there was some that I had missed and I was just kind of bummed, like, oh, I missed the 50% off date.
Mhm.
Well, at the end, they did this thing where I think they did everything that they had was like 50% off again.
Oh, that's
Kind of a
amazing.
thing.
Yeah.
And so I went in and spent a little bit of money on some stuff that I just had been eyeballing, but I didn't get. And so I'm still waiting for it currently to come, but I'm excited. So anyways, what I'm into is a 50% off sale
There we go.
of stuff that I
Yes.
want.
I love that.
Yes.
That's like the best. It's like a gift to yourself. It is free money.
It's so great.
Yes.
Because there was a couple of products that I was looking at that I was like, I'm not going to spend $25 on that. Like a lip liner or
Mhm.
a lip gloss, for example.
Yeah.
$25 is a lot of money for a lip gloss.
Yeah.
But $12.50, which is still a lot of money, but I was like, this is 50% off. I'm totally
saving
buying it
so
now.
much money.
I am
Yes.
totally buying it now.
I humiliated myself in Ulta the other day. So I always say the name wrong. It's Stila, something like that.
Stila. I
Yes.
don't know how to say that either.
Right?
Stila?
Yes. They have the
Stila.
best.
I don't
think
know.
that's what it is. I don't know. But they have this creamy eyeliner that I love, and it's brown. Again, I discovered it in a subscription box, and I fell in love with it because it has all day stay, but it doesn't. I feel like it's waterproof, but not. Like it stays all day, but I don't have to scrub to get it off. So I really love it. I went through my second pen, which takes me a while, and I go to buy my third, and I think I know the color, and I buy it. I'm super excited, and I get it home, and the tube doesn't look right. I'm like, this doesn't look like the right color. It looks way too light and blah, blah, blah. So, and I went back to the store and I'm like, this isn't the right color. So I returned the color to the, and I never take stuff back at Ulta. I just live with it. Take it back. I'm like, okay. So then I go back over and I'm testing it. I'm like, this color is the only one that works. And it was the color I just bought. I'm like, something's off. Something's wrong. So I go back up and I'm looking in my app to see if I can see when my last purchase was and before that. And I couldn't see it. Like my app does not sync. So it freaks me out because I'm like, do you guys have all my purchases? Where are all of my points?
Yeah.
Anyway, the cashier is so nice. She's like, I can look it up. And so she's like, first of all, she's like, wow. She's like, you have a lot. You have a lot. And so she's like going, it's like a deep cut to get to where it was. She tells me the color of the pencil that I had previously bought.
Yeah.
It's the one I just returned. And I don't know if the packaging changed. She's like, oh, we have them. I'm like, I know, but I just returned it and I'm humiliated. So now I'm just going to leave.
Wait, did you actually use it or you just thought the package was
when I opened the package, the tube just looked like it was the wrong color.
But you didn't actually try it?
No. Okay.
Beth. That's funny.
It was awful, and I felt like such a dork.
Hey, I think those might have been 50% off on one of the days.
I'm sure they were. I probably missed out.
Because I think I was looking at those. Or is it kind of a gel one?
No, it's like a creamy stick. Yeah.
Right, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I think that's...
Anyway, long story short is like, first of all, just check yourself before you wreck yourself. Figure it out. And you don't have to be embarrassed with the worker at Ulta when you have to rebuy the thing you just returned. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Another thing I'm into is boys varsity soccer at my kids' high school. It's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fun to go to games because it's a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in it right now. We are in the soccer season and it's pretty intense. It's pretty intense. But I like watching the games. It's a sport I enjoy watching. So I'm into it.
That makes a lot of sense because it's high paced. It goes fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should say fast paced, not high paced, but and not high faced. Whatever. Words don't matter.
I would so much rather watch this sport than so many other sports.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm into it.
Speaking of drama, I'm always looking for a good reality show. And my Vanderpump Rules is not on right now. They recast, so that's a whole thing.
What?
Yes, they recast the show.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know if I'm going to like it again, but who knows when it'll come back.
Because you have to get to know all these people now.
Yeah, and I'm like, I just want to keep seeing the people that I know.
Yeah.
I've been watching The Valley in the interim. that Valley has a lot of the people that were on Vanderpump. So they had first season last year and they just came out in April with like the new season. So it's like, that's on my docket, but it's just like kind of whatever. And then Sister Wives is coming back. They were on hiatus for a minute. So I just have had this lull and this desperate need for reality TV. And I had seen all these like little mini clips of a show on TikTok called Below Deck, which is a yachting show about all the people that work on these super yachts in the Mediterranean or by Australia or wherever in Europe. And so I literally started with Below Deck Down Under because they have a very attractive captain named Captain Jason. And I can't remember if he was a Kiwi or if he was Australian, but very sexy voice and accent. And I got so addicted that like every day after work on the weekdays, I come home and I watch a couple episodes while I'm having dinner and doing things, and I am in it. And then I realized the sad thing is like the part I love the most is that the stewardesses, so they're the ones that take care of everything. There's always a lead stew. And that is my fantasy job because all you do is like take care of people. You make sure like everything's in order. Like it's incredible. And then you get to boss people around. And it's just like, I'm so into it right now. And it's been on for multiple seasons. So it's like, I just had never watched it before. So now it's like this whole, I feel like you, because you have never seen anything hardly. So when you find something like, oh my gosh, and I'm like, Jayme, that's 18 years old. You're like, hey, well, it's great. And I feel like that. I'm like, I have discovered this little treasure and everybody else is caught up. But guess what? I got like 9 more seasons to go.
Yeah.
So it's a good day.
I actually watched 2 movie recommendations from you.
Oh.
That because I did some travel and that's when I watched my stuff. And one I really liked and the other one I was like, why did Beth tell me to watch this?
Was it Heathers?
Yes.
It's so good.
It's so
dark. Yeah. But had you seen Heathers at the appropriate age of 15 or 16, it would have been a different story. Oh. But you saw it when you're an adult, which is a whole different thing.
And I was just like,
and it's 80s and some of it doesn't hold up.
I was like, no. What the heck?
Also, you hate Winona, so I'm not surprised.
I don't like hate her, but I'm not a fan.
I have audio evidence to prove that you do not like her.
As an adult actress, I don't think I have ever seen, anyway, she wasn't as annoying to me in this movie, but the whole movie annoyed me and I was just like, this is ridiculous.
It's so good.
So of course, you're right. I mean, if I had been if I was 15, it would be different, but I'm not.
You're not. I'm sorry.
But that's fine. I mean, I've watched it. It's done. It was it was entertaining. I mean, I was engaged watching it. I wasn't trying to, not do something else when I was on a plane. But the other one was The Thought of You, I think.
The Thought of You, yes.
Yes.
With Anne Hathaway.
Yes.
Also,
watching that on a plane, I was like, oh my gosh. Trying to hide my phone when they were having the scenes of like intimacy. I was like,
yes, like, they were juicy.
Oh my gosh. I'm like, but I didn't want to skip it because I didn't know how. Maybe they talked. Like maybe I needed to know. I wasn't going to miss anything, but I was also like, oh my gosh, this is totally inappropriate if people are looking over my shoulder on this plane. So anyway.
I love that.
Back to the products. I know I've talked about the Nails Dashing Diva, the stickers. I am now into the gel, like the ones that you have to cure because they're just as easy to put on for the most part, but they last so long. Like my nails, I did these like well over a week ago and they still look like
new,
really good. And they're so much cheaper than going to a salon and getting a gel manicure. I'm really into it. Although I did have a friend tell me that the UV lights cause cancer and like they know somebody who got cancer from that. Yeah. And she's like, promise me you will never use one of those lights. And I was like, maybe. And then now I'm using it. So I don't
just
know.
Put number one, you can get little gloves. I've seen people do that.
What do you mean gloves?
They have fingerless.
You're doing your
They have fingerless gloves. Like they have the tips off that you put your hand under so that like you get less of the UV.
Oh.
And another trick, you can put sunscreen on and then put them under.
Oh.
Just
saying. Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just saying. Options.
Yeah.
So you can keep doing it.
Yeah. Well, I like them. So it's the Dashing Diva Glaze because they have like gloss and they have, I don't know what all they have. They have gloss and glaze maybe only, but it's the glaze ones. You do need a little light. And if you get the starter kit, it comes with a little light. It's just a tiny little light and it's 45 seconds. Boom, done. I like it. I'm into it.
Okay, I got a twofer for you. So we have been steadily moving towards having video in our podcast.
Yes, we have.
So we
Thanks
right
to
now
you.
are just doing clips. So if you haven't seen it, you can see us on Instagram and see what we really look like and how awkward and geriatric we really are. But I was realizing like, okay, we want to have cute little backdrops and make it kind of like cute in our little podcast studio. And so I was like, I need to get some new plants. And so I had a ton of plants during my COVID era, but they all died or were not cat safe. So they're gone. So I'm like, I'm going to go to the little plant shop in Richland, Washington, which is the cutest little plant shop.
It is.
I went in there and I loved it because they had all of their plants that were pet safe marked with little pet safe stickers, which was great. And I went in on like a Saturday and I had hung out with family and it was kind of stressful. And then I'm like, I'm going to go shopping. And so I got to support this local business and I go in and the girl that was working there was so cute. She's like a little high school student and she was so sweet. And I was like grabbing stuff and having her like repot things. And like, I just had this giant stack of plants. I'll put some pictures up because they're so cute.
I noticed a couple of plants
and
in your
they're
house.
all like plants. They're all like pet safe and they did such a good job repotting and I was like super excited about it. And it was like not crazy expensive either. I mean, and it was all one-stop shop. Loved it. So then I was like, I bought all these plants and they're around my house. And I'm like, I'm the worst at remembering when I last watered and fertilized. And I'm really trying to keep these alive. And so I downloaded an app and it's called Planta. And I actually paid for it for the year, which I was kind of like, you don't need to be spending any more. And I'm like, I'm going to spend all the money. It's my weekend for plants. And it's great because you take pictures of your plants and it identifies the plant for you. It tells you like if it has a light meter. So it'll tell you the lighting in your house to let you know if it's too dark or light for the plant. It will have all the schedule of like when you need to repot it, when you need to fertilize it, all of the things. And so I've been getting little reminders like, hey, you need to water this plant. And I would have gone and watered all the plants in my house on the same day. Wrong, because not all the plants need the water on the same day. So it's been kind of nice to see like what needs when. And then it even reminds you like you need to mist all your plants today. And I'm like, okay. So it's been just super fun.
That's great for you.
Yeah.
I
know you have a ton of plants. It doesn't feel high maintenance though, because it's like it feels lower maintenance.
It's great for you.
Yeah.
I am of the mindset that if you want to live in my house, I will water you once a week and you must survive on that. Otherwise,
you're done.
You can't live here. You will die. And so it's survival of the fittest. And I've got a lot of plants. So
yes, you do.
Just different approach. But I love it because I can't keep that in my head. Like you just said, like how, it's
not in my head. It sends me an
alert.
It's
in an app. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Just sends me a little alert like, hey, you should water this plant today. Got it. And then I feel accomplished because I get to check it off of my to-do list. I'm like, look at me. I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good times.
That's great. I don't want to have anything to do with any kind of additional checklist having to do with plants.
There was a very visceral reaction to
the
plants.
Because I'm just like, come on. Like, I have enough people to keep alive and feed.
Okay.
This is a hot button for me.
I didn't realize you were going to get agitated. I love it.
I love your plants though.
Yeah.
And they're going to be so well cared for.
Yeah. Okay.
That's great.
What else you got, girl?
I have leggings as pants again. I'm loving that. I'm loving that. I kind of took a break from leggings as pants, I think. And now I'm back. I'm loving the ease and the comfort of wearing leggings as pants. Because they are pants.
Yes, technically. Yes.
So
there we go. Okay. I have a love-hate recommendation. So a few weeks ago, I went to Starbucks with a friend, which I don't typically go to Starbucks, but it was the most convenient. It's where we went. It's fine. And I always typically just get a refresher or just something very simple at Starbucks. I don't drink any coffee. I don't do frappuccinos. I don't do anything normally. And they had their like spring line had come out. And I'm like, I should try something new. And they had a chai latte, but it was iced cherry chai latte. So it had like and I was thinking like cherry blossoms, I think was the theme. I don't know. But it had like a cherry infused cold foam. I've never had that in my life with some kind of sprinkle on. I'm like, okay, a chai tea, blah, blah, blah. Again, I never get stuff like this. I get the medium or grande, whatever they call it. And I'm drinking it. I'm like, it's pretty. I'm like, oh, this is good. Like, oh, I could do chai tea, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's great. This is so lovely. I've also been tracking my food intake. And so I've been looking at calories and just trying to be more mindful about what to eat. Refreshers aren't that much. I mean, they're a little bit, but like, especially if you don't get them made with like a lemonade, they're not really crazy. I drank that thing. I got home and put it into my little like app that I'm using.
You're like, I can't eat the rest of the day.
It was 428 calories.
That's too much for a drink.
For a drink. Never in my life have I drank
That's an entire meal.
I was shooketh. And it was good, but it was super sweet. And so I was like, oh my gosh. I thought, in my head, when I ordered chai latte, I thought they took chai tea. It was brewed chai tea, put it in with some almond milk and a little spray of like whipped cream, which would be calories, but not like anything wild. Come to find out, no, Beth, this is like a pump they use with like concentrated chai pump, whatever. And I was just like, I was talking to one of my girlfriends and she's like, yeah, you can get the kind of the same thing. You just need to tell me you want a brewed tea. I'm like, well, nobody told me. And I had all those calories and then I was hungry still because guess what? That drink did not like hold. And then I was trying to cobble together a dinner to stay within my daily allotment right now. And I was just like, this is so rude.
So rude.
But
would you
so
eat celery?
Delicious.
What'd you eat for dinner?
I can't even remember, but I just
Carrot
have to
sticks and
say
celery.
My recommendation is yes, the drink was delicious, but it came at a cost.
Yeah, it did.
So
It's
now,
unfortunate.
but now when I see like the girlies online that have like the giant, like the venti, like iced drink and shaking it and putting all the stuff in, I didn't realize how much sugar and stuff it had in there.
Yeah. I feel like it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a lot. Okay, I have one more thing.
Okay.
And that is that I am into making summer plans.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's time.
It is. The
Yeah.
sun is out. I'm ready to, I should have made plans sooner. I
Mhm.
mean, I really should have put some plans on my calendar
It's
before
fine.
now. But I in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'm going to go paddle boarding. Like I don't know. I'm shifting to making plans
Mhm.
for outdoor, lovely, warm weather.
Yeah.
And I am into that.
I'm
I'm
so happy
totally
for you.
into
I know
that.
this is your season.
Yeah.
Like I'm so excited that we're headed into like fun summer, Jayme.
Me too.
Well, I'm excited because maybe this year I'll join you.
I hope
Maybe this
so.
year this will be the paddleboard year because I still really want to do it. And I want to try kayaking. Maybe this will be our season.
Why not? 2025.
2025. It's the year of
It's
just
the
saying
year of
yes. If you're enjoying the podcast and would like to support the show, you can share episodes with your friends and family, follow us on Instagram at the Geriatric Millennials, or leave us a positive review and rating, all which help us to grow. Our theme music was created by the Finley Ghost. Check out their latest album now. Thank you so much.